This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
And welcome to a new episode of The Simpsons Did It. I'm your host, Steven Skolansky.
And I'm your co-host, Robert Skolansky.
And this week, we're going to become, just for one day, we're going to become vegetarians.
Boo. Yo, Goober, where's the meat?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you don't win friends with salad.
You don't win friends with salad. You don't win friends with salad. Oh.
Yeah, so this episode, I mean, we really did want to get a vegetarian on. So sorry, guys, that we don't have a local celebrity vegetarian or someone on to help guide us. Even my wife is a vegetarian, and she didn't even want to be on here. But
well,
then
that's because she doesn't like The Simpsons
or talking to people. So yes. That's okay. But I got some stories. That's okay. I could bring over some stories from my wife, and she doesn't listen to our podcast, so I can definitely go as far as I want.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, the vegetarian take on this episode was kind of driven by some guest stars
Yes.
that we'll definitely get into. And I love barbecues, so
Yes.
I love Homer.
The extra B is for BYOBBB.
Yep, and that extra B was a typo.
Yes.
But we got to stop telling people these things before we even get into the episode. So this week we're going to be discussing Season 7, Episode 5, Lisa the Vegetarian. So this week, when Lisa no longer can eat lamb, she is ridiculed and resented by her father and friends. And by Marge, slightly accidentally.
You're going to tell people when this aired?
Yeah, I will. The air date for this episode is October 15th, 1995. And our chalkboard gag this week, the boys' room is not a water park.
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know how he turned it into a water park. I don't want to know.
Well, okay, so in elementary school, I think they had them in all our schools. But you know how like they had the foot press sinks, and then the water comes out of the holes that go around the rim on the top?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah, like I know at least for a fact our elementary school had them. I can't remember if our middle and high school, I don't think our high school had them.
High school didn't have them. I don't think middle school had those either.
But definitely, I know for sure our elementary school did. I can see if that's at Springfield Elementary, then that could definitely cause a water fight in the bathroom.
God, I forgot about those things.
Yeah. Now they're automatic. Now you don't have the foot press thing. Now they just put little sensors over them. Well,
that's every bathroom in America.
Yeah. The couch gag this week. The Simpsons are colorless blobs. And we see a mechanical arm coming in and color and detail the family. Yeah. Because that's how The Simpsons is really animated.
Oh, okay. People don't draw in the color?
Nope. No. A machine does all the work. Why do you think there's all these errors, the animation errors? Yeah. It's obviously the robot that's painting everything, not the real people.
Sure.
The machines are taking over.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a fantastic couch gag.
It's a good one. So this week, we start off with the family driving down the road, and Grandpa, as a kid, are we there yet? Homer. No. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Where are we going? And Lisa's like, we're going to Storytown Village, Grandpa. It's an amusement park for babies. Grandpa's like, oh, just leave me in the car with the window open a crack. Homer's like, that's the plan. Why would you bring him along then?
Why? Because it's probably Sunday. Sunday was Grandpa hangout day. Either that, or, well, I guess we all know that the old folks home is back up and running. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe the old folks home's still under ruins from Who Shot Mr. Burns, but
No, because that was fixed in Who Shot Mr. Burns.
Yeah. So it's Family Day. Grandpa comes along on Family Day, but he gets left in the car anyways.
He's got water. His favorite music is playing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So Marge is like, oh, it's nice that, they're doing something for Maggie. And Marge is like, oh, I'm sure it'll be fun for everyone. And she's like, from A, as she points to Lisa, and then she's like, to God only knows, as she points to Abe.
So Marge doesn't know how old Grandpa is?
Well, she didn't even say an age. She just said from A to whatever.
That is really weird.
That was a weird thing to say. So then we get to Storytown Village, where the sign reads, fun for ages 1 to 7.5. So Bart, Lisa, and Abe definitely won't have any fun.
I mean, Marge thinks she'll have fun.
Yeah, but the sign says from ages 1 to 7.5.
I don't know. I mean,
Lisa's 8.
Yep.
Lisa's over the age of having fun at Storytime Village.
Yeah, no one likes fairy tales.
Now, speaking of which, the first fairy tale we get is the Three Little Pigs display. And we have animatronic animals. So the animatronic wolf goes, come out, or I'll blow your house in. And one of the animatronic pigs, not by the hairs of our chin. Bart's like, what a load of crappy crap.
Yes.
Homer responds to Bart, quiet boy, I have a feeling some bad stuff is about to go down. Oh, Homer. And then Marge, to Maggie, this is where the wolf blows down the pig's house. And Bart's like, oh, he blows all right. He blows big time. And Marge's like, that's it, honey. Get into the spirit. Marge, that's not what Bart was saying.
Nope, Bart's being sarcastic. Homer, dude, Homer's maybe getting into it. He's had a few drinks.
Well, Homer's also been described as having that childlike wonder about him.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I know our zoo started selling alcohol. Maybe Storytime sells alcohol for the adults to kind of help get their day going a little.
I don't really think I've ever been to like a Storytime Village like park, like something small like that.
No,
like where
I don't
they
think
have
our
like
parents ever took us to anything like that.
I mean, I think the closest thing I got to is Chuck E. Cheese.
No, that's not even close. There's no story involved.
Oh, there's story involved with Chuck E. Cheese.
Sure there is.
No, seriously, there is a backstory to Chuck E. Cheese. There are videos on YouTube telling the story of Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with the giant park about fairy tales.
Well, I'm saying that's the closest I think I've ever gotten to like. I mean, obviously, I've been to Disney and Universal. I guess those are more live action-y. There's not a whole lot of animatronics.
Yeah. No, animatronic is pretty much, I think, kind of dead. I don't know if there's much in the way of animatronic. Well, I guess there are, like, on, like, the Little Mermaid ride, a lot of that's animatronic.
Yeah. So the mechanical wolf blows, and the pig's house, like, leans back a tiny bit. It's like on a mechanical lever that, like, tips it over.
Yep.
And, everybody just kind of stares, but Maggie claps her hands. Maggie enjoys it.
Dude, she's like, holy crap, that wolf really blew that house down.
Yeah, because that's how babies think.
Childlike wonder.
Yeah, and Homer's like, it was good, but not great.
Yeah, the house could have fallen down a little bit more.
Oh, God. So the next story time they go to is Goldilocks.
Great.
And we got mechanical bears, and they're like chipped and cracked, and the voice box for the mama bear doesn't work.
Yeah. Like, no one's keeping up with the park maintenance.
No, they're not. It's pretty, well, I wonder how old this park is. And also, I mean, it seems to be outdoors.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely an outdoor park.
So do they not cover the animatronics? If it's supposed to rain or snow, we know it clearly rains and snows in Springfield.
Yep.
So they're not stopping them from getting wet?
Nope. It's however it is.
Yeah.
They live, they die by their environment.
So, we get the dad bear talk. We get the mama bear's garbled voice box. Then we get to the baby bear, who's like, someone's been sleeping in my bed. And there's a blanket with a figure underneath in the baby bear bed. And it's Abe, who's like, it was 150 degrees in the car.
Hey, it's his own fault. He's the one that wanted to stay in the car. He has to live with the heat.
Yeah.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the car.
Which is what Abe did. And he went to go sleep in the Goldilocks village.
Yep. It has a bed.
Yeah. I don't know how that bed did not look comfortable. Did not look like it had a mattress.
No, I'm sure it was just a cardboard box that someone put in there to make it seem like the little bear slept there.
Yep. So then we see Bart go to I think it was supposed to be Toddlerville Trolley.
Yeah.
And there's a sign that says you must be shorter than this to ride.
Yeah, so there's a lot of kids, so I take my kid to Nickelodeon Universe.
Yeah.
I know they have this at Six Flags Great America Chicago. There's definitely kid parks where they're like, you can't be bigger than this to go on this ride. And funny story. So Bart gets on this train, but
yeah,
me and a couple friends, we decided to get on a roller coaster at Six Flags, literally meant for kids, because there was a weight limit. It was like 150 pounds, 200 pounds or something, per car.
But that's a weight limit, not a height limit.
No, but still, there's a limit to it.
Yeah.
And we sat in the back, and the roller coaster kind of goes up, goes down a little bit, goes around a turn. But at the end, when it goes back to the main entrance to the roller coaster, it dips down a little bit and then comes back up to finish the roller coaster. We got stuck in the dip.
Because you were too heavy?
Because we were all too heavy. So obviously how roller coasters work, there's a track that pulls you to the top.
Yes.
And then it's basically force that gets you around the rest of the roller coaster. Because there was so much weight, we didn't have the force to get actually up that last lip and in. But luckily, because it was a kid roller coaster, they have tools or something to physically pull the train the rest of the way.
Yeah. So I get the fact that roller coasters, most of it is force, but how do people get stuck upside down in a loop-de-loop?
Yeah. Well, so the I don't know what the theory behind it is, but before loops, so if you ever notice how if you ever hear or feel pressure under your seat, around the track there's always parts that slow you down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't, you'd just be going way too fast.
Yeah.
And I think those parts are sometimes right before the loops, and if there's too much pressure on it, it doesn't have much to get you up, because as you go up, you lose force. So it doesn't have enough force to actually pull you over the edge, which is weird though, because unless there's something on them that doesn't allow them to go backwards, I don't think so.
There's gotta be.
I feel like there's enough weight at the back end of the train that if you hit that top of that loop and you can't make it the rest of the way, there's enough weight on the back that it can pull you at least back down. Yeah, you might be stuck on the track, but at least you're not upside down.
Well, it's funny because when my buddies and I did Disney, one of the roller coasters got stuck upside down.
Oh yeah, one of my friends got stuck upside down at Six Flags.
Yeah, I've never been stuck on a roller coaster, thank God. I never want to be stuck. Granted, if I was stuck on a roller coaster, as long as I'm not upside down, I think it'd be fine.
Yep.
So, so Bart decides to, say, screw it, I don't follow the rules. He limbos under the arm of the elf, where he's humming Limbo Rock by Chubby Checker, which is great.
Good addition.
Yep. So Bart gets on the trolley, but he's able to fit in the ride, but he's too big for the ride because the trolley starts going and there's a tunnel, but Bart is clearly taller than the tunnel, so he smashes into the tunnel, causing the tunnel to go along with the trolley, and then the ride only stops when Bart, the trolley is supposed to go underneath a Paul Bunyan figure, and then Bart hits the Paul Bunyan statue in the groin, which causes the trolley to stop, and then the top half of Paul falls over, and it's holding an axe in its hand, and it chops off the head to Mother Goose. And all the kids cheer. The kids love it. The kids love carnage. I also want to point out that there is a girl on the trolley with blue hair that sort of looks like a young version of Marge.
Oh, yeah, I kind of noticed that.
Like, clearly, obviously not Marge, but like, kind of looks like Marge.
The animators are like, I gotta draw kids. We'll draw what we know.
Yes.
And so they head over to Little Bo Peep's petting zoo. And I love it. Homer's trying to feed a can to a goat. And the theory there is goats literally eat everything.
Yeah.
Even cans.
Yeah.
We always called our dog the goat because he would literally eat anything. He even ate soda cans.
Oh yeah, no, I had a buddy who had a dog who literally would eat pretty much everything, and he ate fireworks.
Oh, fun.
And the dog was fine. I mean, the poop wasn't great, but the dog was okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So Marge tells Homer that he's supposed to feed the goat pellets out of the machine.
Yep.
And she goes over the pellet machine, puts in a quarter, and, turns it. And it's supposed to be, like 10, 15 pellets.
Yeah.
All of it falls onto Maggie. And the animals rush over to eat all the pellets, and Maggie completely disappears.
Yeah, her pacifier is the only thing left, and it's like spinning.
Yep, she's gone. But at least Maggie, I think, had the wherewithal to grab one of the animals.
Yeah.
And got trapped in the fur. So that way, she doesn't die. But yeah, my kid doesn't like feeding goats.
No,
my wife does.
Does Elliot like feeding anything?
Yeah,
Yep.
He'll feed sharks and
at a petting zoo, not a SeaWorld.
I mean, it's still feeding something. Doesn't matter what it is.
Has he actually fed a shark?
Yeah, and stingrays and.
Wait, where can you feed sharks?
At Sea Life Aquarium in Minnesota.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that place existed.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah. I mean, most aquariums you could pet the sharks and the stingrays. There's a few where you could feed them.
Wait, they let you pet the shark?
Yeah, we pet sharks all the time.
What? Are they dangerous?
No, they're the nice sharks.
What
They're
do they
sharks.
Do they domesticate the sharks not to eat people?
Yes, exactly. No, they don't. They're nice sharks. As long as you don't fuck with them, they're nice sharks. What do you want? There's a lot of nice sharks. There's a lot of nice sharks in the. It's a myth that sharks eat people just because. You have to anger them a little bit or look like the reason why great white sharks eat surfers is because when they're underwater and they look up, they look like a yummy sea lion. That's the only reason they go after surfers. It's not because they're crazy food eating maniacs. They see something in the water and they think it's because the feet kind of look like flippers and
okay.
That's the only reason sharks.
I never knew that. I've been watching too many horror movies with sharks eating people.
You have. So the Simpsons go look at some sheep and they look at one and they're like, "Aw." And then they look over at the next one's a little bit smaller and they're like, "Aw." And they look over at a little third one and they're like, "Aw." And then the second one comes in and tries to get more attention. Or like, "Get out of the way." Yeah. Sheep, it's funny. Sheep aren't very much attention whores, but goats, man. Goats, if you have food, goats will fight each other to get that food.
That's fair.
So Lisa goes in and pets the baby sheep. And Marge says, "See, wasn't it a good idea that we all go?" And then Mother Goose comes over the loudspeaker to announce the cars that have gotten broken into. So obviously Snake and his gang camp out at this place. But
why?
I don't know, because it's easy pickings. But there are definitely signs all over theme parks that say, "We are not responsible if your car gets broken into."
And that they definitely have to post those for liability issues because otherwise they get sued out the ass.
Yep. Because they don't give a shit about your stuff.
No, I'm assuming the reason theme parks and all that have those signs is because somebody sued a park because their car got broken into.
Well, they figure the park had security and would keep riffraff out. But
And
no.
so, well, I think like Six Flags and like Disney and Universal and like bigger places, obviously it's a lot harder to break into cars.
Well, no, I mean, it's just an open parking lot. It's all open parking lot. Anyone can get in and out.
No, because you have to pay a toll to get in the parking lots.
No, but no, I'm saying you can walk in. There's no barriers. There's no like walls keeping you out.
Yeah, that's a weird. Well, at least for Universal and Disney, like, because those are parking garages. Well, yes, you could probably walk into those places. I don't.
Yeah, if you were at the park, you would still have to walk back in to get to your car, so any person can walk in.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyways,
yeah, and so we cut back to the Simpsons house as they get home, and their windshield is broken in.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what they have in their car that could possibly want to get stolen. Probably nothing. It said the thief was probably looking in the window and thought, maybe there's something in here. Cracked the window and they got pissed because they didn't find anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the Simpsons are. Well, we've seen the inside of the Simpsons vehicle. It's usually just trash and just a bunch of nothing. So
actually, when our parents had had our van growing up, that actually got broken into while we were at a hockey game, and I had my Game Boy and my CD player stolen.
Yep, that's why you don't keep valuables in your car. And so Homer overhears music coming from the Flanderses and goes over to check it out. And there's a sign that reads, Flanders Family Reunion Barbecue.
Yep.
And Homer's obviously annoyed because he calls out to Ned, but he calls him Flanders, which causes all of the Flanders to say, hi, neighborino. And Homer tells them all to shut up. And then in unison, they all say, Ogly dokley. But Homer is clearly angry that he didn't get an invite to Ned's family reunion.
Yeah.
Mind you. So Ned's like, yeah, I'm sorry, Homer. This is just a Flanders event. Yeah. And Ned introduces Homer to his cousins. Ned's like, here's Jose Flanders. And Jose Flanders like, buenos ding dong diddly dias, senor. And Ned's like, and this is Lord Thistlewick Flanders. Charmed. And then Ned nudges his elbow, and Lord Thistlewick looks reluctant, and he's like, googly doogly. So clearly there's at least one Flanders in the Flanders flock.
Well, he's a lord. He's not supposed to act like a common person.
I guess. Well, yeah, he's like, no, oh my God, you're making me do it. Thank you. But I love how you kind of get that pan over all the Flanderses.
Yeah.
And they all look the same. I mean, there might be some inbreeding going on in this family. I don't know, but I mean,
either that or the Flanders gene is very dominant.
Yeah, apparently.
Very dominant. Like the genes mix and the Flanders gene is like, no, I'm the dominant gene now.
Yep. And so Homer still can't believe Ned didn't invite him, especially after he painted Ned's car with stripes.
I don't think Ned asked him to do that.
No, I don't think so.
So Homer's like, fine, I'll throw my own barbecue. The greatest barbecue the neighborhood has ever seen. And I'm going to invite the only people I want over. So Ned's like, well, can I come? Homer's like, yeah. And then as he walks away, no!
Yeah.
Oh, Homer. So now we see the Simpsons sitting down for dinner. And Homer, is like, this barbecue will be hard. Thankless work. But I'm sure you're up to it, Marge.
Yeah.
Marge is like, well, it could be a good chance to get to know our neighbors outside of a courtroom setting. But realistically, how often have they been in court up to this point for like neighborhood stuff?
I don't know. We know they've been to court at least 3 times, but the Simpsons. But you got to think though, like everyone from Springfield is in the courtroom.
That's true.
That's true. But so let's see. So as far as parties go, they've had that. What was it? What was that party for?
I think it was just a party.
Was it just a get to know you party or a neighborhood party? I guess I can't remember because
it was like a fancy party because everybody was kind of dressed up.
Yep.
So it was a dinner party.
Yeah, so they've had dinner parties before. At least one.
I think that's the only one we've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we haven't done the trampoline episode yet, have we?
Yeah, we did the trampoline episode.
Okay, so like they had like neighbor kids over to use the trampoline and like all the other neighbors. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't really a party because everybody got hurt, but
yeah. But I mean, they know their neighbors outside of the courtroom.
Yeah. So Homer suggests to Marge that she serve more of her delicious lamb chops, and Marge is like, "You could say the extra ingredient is salt. Isn't the extra ingredient supposed to be love?"
It is.
By the way.
But you can't sprinkle love on anything.
No, and it's also highly impossible to taste whether a dish has been made with love or not. So
I don't know. You could definitely tell if the dinner's been made with hate before.
No, you can't.
Oh, you can. Cause like, okay, like you know how like you tenderize like meat, like with the meat tenderizer?
Yeah.
And you over smack the thing. Oh, it tastes like someone was angry when they hammered that meat.
It might taste like it, but you don't know if that person was angry. Maybe they just suck at cooking.
Or that.
So as everyone enjoys their lamb chops, we see Maggie sucking on her lamb chop as well. So everybody's enjoying their food. I love the fact that Maggie's just sucking on her food.
Yep.
She's just sucking on the juices.
Oh, yeah.
Lisa looks down at her lamb chop, and an image of the lamb from the petting zoo appears above her plate. And the lamb's like, "Please, Lisa, I thought you loved me. Loved me." And Marge looks at Lisa. "What's wrong, Lisa? Didn't you get enough lamb chops?" And Lisa's like, "I can't eat this. I can't eat a poor little lamb." And Homer's like, "Lisa, get a hold of yourself. This is lamb, not a lamb." And Lisa's like, "What's the difference between this lamb and the one that kissed me?" Bart's like, "This one spent 2 hours in the broiler."
Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's great.
And Marge tells Lisa that it's okay if she doesn't want the lamb chops because there are other things she can cook. Chicken breast, rump roast, hot dogs. And as Marge is naming off the food, Lisa imagines where each of the meals come from. So chicken breast, the breast of a chicken. Rump roast, the rump of a cow. And for the hot dog, she imagines a rat, raccoon, pigeon, and a boot.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. And so Lisa exclaims she can't do it. And Homer's like, "Lisa, honey, are you saying you're never going to eat any animal again?"
Oh my God.
"What about bacon?" "No." "Ham?" "No." "Pork chops?" "Dad, those all come from the same animal." Homer's like, "Yeah, right, Lisa. A wonderful, magical animal." Oh my God, I love that.
That's the best line. Love that line.
Oh, so good. Oh, God. I mean, to be fair, so it's funny because, you know, a lot of my friends know that I'm Jewish, and they're like, and like when people find out that I'm Jewish, or like I'm always in a conversation talking about food, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't eat pork. And I do eat bacon." And they're like, "Isn't that pork?" I'm like, "No, bacon is bacon. Bacon is its own animal."
Yep, it's the bacon animal.
Yes, because bacon is delicious.
It's funny. It's funny because, you know, I don't eat ham or pork or anything like that. And I actually I guess I eat bacon on like hamburgers and stuff, but I go out of my way to get like turkey bacon when I'm at the house.
Yeah.
And found out Elliot doesn't even like ham, which is perfect. So I don't even need to ever buy it. Because they serve like ham and cheese at his daycare.
Yeah.
Which I always thought, I was like, how did Jewish families, because I'm sure there's got to be more Jewish families than just ours. That go to that school. But I never even thought about it. I'm like, do they tell them like, "Oh, you got to bring a bag lunch that day that you're having ham"? I didn't even think about it.
Does your kid's daycare not tell you in advance what the meals are going to be?
Oh, they do. They send us a whole calendar.
Oh, okay. So like when we were in elementary school and middle school. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, we just grew up, I mean, we're Jewish, so we never eat ham. Yep. It is kind of fun though when people are like we talk about kosher, like what being koshers. They're like, I'm like, and I tell them, I'm like, I can't mix meat. I'm not supposed to mix meat with dairy. And they're like, "So you can't eat cheeseburgers?" I'm like, "I'm not supposed to, but I do."
Yeah.
So Bart tells Homer that he agrees with Lisa and says eating animals is bad. And he waves a lamb chop in Lisa's face. And Lisa knocks... This is fantastic. This is great aim by Lisa. She knocks the lamb chop out of Bart's hand and it flies into Homer's mouth. And Bart's like, hey, that's mine. And he bites the other end of the lamb chop and him and Homer fight over the lamb chop like two growling dogs.
Yep.
Or wild animals that would fight over food.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. So now we cut to school. And Lisa complains to her friends that her family doesn't understand her newfound vegetarianism. And Janie, just blows bubble gum at Lisa. She just blows a bubble and it pops.
She's like, sure, Lisa. I mean, look at it like this. So, like, in the 90s growing up, I honestly can't remember any single one of my friends.
Nope.
That was a vegetarian. I can't. I don't think I knew a vegetarian until I was in college.
Yeah,
I did not know a single person. Now, granted, maybe we just weren't in the same circles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly didn't know. And you go to restaurants, you go everywhere. There's you have your if you go to TGI Fridays, for example. Yeah, you get a baked potato. That's about your only vegetarian option, and mac and cheese, I guess. Even though some mac and cheeses at those places have bacon bits in them or ham, and they will not remove it for you.
Really?
Because they're like, nope, it's made in all one big thing. We can't remove it. I'm like, that's a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's weird. I'm trying to remember the first time I've ever met anybody who was a vegetarian. I'm even thinking after I graduated college that I met someone. Maybe in college I met somebody who was vegetarian. But it's I guess you just don't know until maybe high school whether or not you want to eat meat.
Yeah, well, okay, so my first college girlfriend, she ate meat and then became a vegetarian. And then I met my wife who ate meat and then became a vegetarian. So I don't know what
she ate meat when you guys dated?
Yep. So I don't know what it is about me and women becoming vegetarians.
That's weird.
Maybe it's them watching me just devour meat and they're like, okay, I'm not eating meat anymore.
That's a little weird.
It is. It is very weird, but yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, okay, so my college girlfriend, she ate all sorts of meat and became a vegetarian. Shay, my wife, she didn't actually eat fish or red meat. She only ate turkey and chicken.
Oh, okay. So she was kind of a I mean, she's eating meat, but she was halfway there to being a vegetarian when you guys started dating.
Yeah, so she even growing up, she never liked fish or shrimp or seafood.
Yeah.
So she never ate that anyway.
Well, I mean, I didn't like a lot. I ate shrimp growing up, but I hated and trout, I guess, because we caught that ourselves. But otherwise, I hated fish. I couldn't eat salmon. I couldn't eat whatever our mom served us if it was actually fish. Now I eat fish, but so Lisa says that schools are supposed to be a haven for enlightenment, and Miss Hoover's like, all right, kids, time to dissect some worms, which I don't think I dissected anything until
middle school.
Yeah, middle school, 8th grade.
What year? No, worms I think was 7th.
Did we do worms in 7th grade with Mr. Joswick?
I think we did. I think worms was 7th, frogs was 8th, and then I think if you were in AP, you no.
Regular biology was frogs in high school.
So no. I think it was cow eyes because I remember the irises.
It was it was in Atlanta. Was it cow eyes? Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it was. Yep. It was worms, cow eyes, and then frogs in high school. And actually, when we dissected the frogs in high school, I don't remember what was going on the week we dissected frogs because I did it my sophomore year because my dumbass 8th grade science teacher wouldn't recommend me for biology for freshman year, but there was I think there was a Jewish holiday going on that week. And so I missed the last 2 or 3 days of of dissecting. So my partner actually got a better grade than I did, but like my teacher like still understood. So I think I got a B and my partner got an A just because I missed half of it.
Yeah. So this is another thing. Like, I don't think I had anyone in any of my classes. I mean, obviously some of the girls like, yeah, we got to dissect these, but I don't think I had anyone that was like completely against.
Oh yeah.
Like they were like, no, I am against. This is not like, and I wonder what's going, because now in this century, I really kind of want to know what the school system is like when it comes to dissecting. Like if you claim your teacher, I am completely against dissection of animals.
Well, I feel like in this day and age, now obviously I don't know what high schools are like, and obviously with like the decrease in funding to public education, which is very not good, but I would feel in this day and age, you could probably have like a computer simulation program where you can just do it on a computer.
Yeah,
like,
but that's not as much fun, dude. So
I don't disagree, but like if somebody's like, I don't want to dissect this, I'm against this.
You want to talk cruel and unusual punishment? So in Mr. Joswick's worm dissecting, like, and this is crazy because in this episode they had to dissect a live worm.
Yeah,
which is crazy. Yeah. But in our middle school, we dissected dead worms.
Yeah.
But Mr. Joswick could give you extra credit if you could dissect a worm alive and still had its heart beating.
I think he might have stopped that when I got to middle school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't remember ever hearing about that.
Yep. And so you bring your tray to Mr. Joswick, you'd look in a microscope to see if the heart was still beating, and if you did it, you got extra credit.
Yeah. So then Miss Hoover tells the kids to pin down the worm so it doesn't fly up and hit them in the face. Which, wouldn't she already have pinned them, or they would have come pinned?
I mean, we did. We pinned our own in our class.
And so Ralph's like, Miss Hoover, the worm got into my mouth and I ate it. How did it get into your mouth, Ralph? Did you pick it up and put it there?
Uh-huh. And Ralph asks for a new worm, and Miss Hoover says there's no more worms and tells him to go to sleep while the other kids learn. And Ralph's like, oh boy, sleep. That's where I'm a Viking.
Okay. I mean, if that's where if he dreams about being a Viking.
I mean, how do you run out of worms, man? Worms are plentiful. So
maybe it was like a company that like sends over worms to dissect, and they only sent enough over for all the students to have just one.
Maybe. I mean, Miss Hoover could have been like, okay, Ralph, partner up with one of the other students at least. Yeah. But no, we don't want you to learn.
Yeah.
You're beyond that. So Lisa looks at her worm, and it asks Lisa what she ever did to her, and the worm sounds like a lamb. It's like, why does it sound like a lamb?
Yeah.
Because I mean, once you kind of hear something in your head when you're kind of against it, it kind of follows you. Yeah. So Lisa tries to cut the worm, but can't do it, and tells Miss Hoover she thinks it's wrong to dissect animals. And Miss Hoover tells Lisa that she respects her moral objection, then pushes a button that says independent thought alarm. Because, we don't want our kids having independent thought in school.
Yeah.
That's just bad.
Yeah.
And so we cut to lunch, and what's her name?
Lunch Lady Doris.
Lunch Lady Doris, yes. She has her meals set out, and they are Giblet McNiblets.
I don't want to know.
Salisbury balls.
So okay. Salisbury steak.
I hated Salisbury steak, but man, I might try the Salisbury balls.
Okay.
Cow legs. Just whole cow legs.
Yep.
I mean, it's like turkey legs, but the whole cow.
Yeah.
I like it. So Lisa asks Lunch Lady Doris if she serves anything without meat, and Lunch Lady Doris says it's possible that meatloaf doesn't have any meat in it.
I mean, to be fair, doesn't she cook a lot of her stuff with mattresses?
Exactly. And newspapers.
Yes.
Yep. And Lisa tells her that she isn't required to have vegetarian options. So Lunch Lady Doris takes a hot dog out of the bun and gives the bun to Lisa. She's like, she just looks at, yum. It's rich with bunny goodness.
Bunley goodness.
Bunley goodness.
Yeah, not bunny goodness.
Oh yeah,
bunny...
that would be vegetarian.
Yes.
And Lisa asks Lunch Lady Doris if she remembers when she lost passion for her work. And Lunch Lady Doris hits the button that says independent thought alarm. So apparently these buttons are just laced throughout the entire school.
Yeah.
And we see the button sets off an alarm in Skinner's office, and he's worried about seeing the alarm go off twice in a day. But, I mean, obviously they're both Lisa. No one else has thoughts in that school.
Correct.
And says the students are overstimulated and tells Willie to remove all the colored chalk in the classroom. Did I warn ya, Skinner? I warned ya! That colored chalk was forged by Lucifer himself. I don't think colored chalk's that bad. I don't think we ever had colored chalk.
No.
Not that I can remember.
No.
And so Bart and Lisa are now at home watching Itchy and Scratchy. Man, this is like, what, the third Itchy and Scratchy episode in a row now?
3 out of 4, something like that. Yeah.
God, they're just going hog wild on these Itchies and Scratchies. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
And this episode is called Esophagus Now, which I'm guessing it's a play on Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Which this episode of Itchy and Scratchy has nothing to do with. But I do like the pun. Yeah. Not the pun. The pun? Pun.
The wordplay.
Wordplay. There it is. And Scratchy eats in at a restaurant. Itchy is his waiter. Red flag. After Scratchy orders his food, Itchy sneaks under Scratchy's table, shaves Scratchy's belly, stretches it, and puts it on a plate with an olive in the belly button.
How would he not know that that's not his stomach?
Well, hold on. That's he still might not know, but he places a sign on it that reads rare. That's when you'd probably know when something's jabbed into your stomach.
Yeah.
And Itchy serves the belly to Scratchy, who cuts off a piece of it, swallows it.
Again, you're cutting into yourself.
Yes. The piece comes out of the hole that Scratchy cut into his belly. And he takes the piece and repeats the process, swallowing and re-swallowing. Finally, Itchy puts the piece into a takeout box, gives Scratchy a bill for $100, and Scratchy is so shocked, his head explodes. I think $100 for eating myself is overpriced. I don't think I'd pay that much to
eat yourself,
to eat myself. So yes. Bart has, a good laugh, and Lisa, just stares at the screen.
This is the second episode in a row where one of the kids laughs at the Itchy and Scratchy, but the other one just doesn't.
Yeah, but Lisa still has a soul.
That's fair.
Because she wants to be a vegetarian. She's feeling bad about animals.
Yeah.
Bart just lost his soul completely.
That's fair.
And Lisa's like, I never realized before, but some Itchy and Scratchy cartoons send the message that violence against animals is funny. I'm like, isn't that all Itchy and Scratchy? Not some?
All of them.
That's all of them.
Except for Marge's episode.
Yes. Yeah, there was no violence against animals.
But there was violence against her eyeballs.
Yeah. Yep. But Bart explains to Lisa that cartoons don't have any message, and it's just stuff happening to people, and stuff, and people getting hurt. And then Homer comes into the door, hitting Bart.
Yeah, he opens the door and just smack.
Whack. That was pretty damn funny. I laughed. Lisa didn't laugh. I laughed pretty hard. Yes. And Homer's like, look, kids, I just got my party invitations back from the printers. Hands one to Lisa, who reads it. Come to Homer's BBBQ. The extra B is for BYOBB. And Bart points to the very last B. He's like, what's that extra B for? That's a typo.
This is one of 2 times this gag happens in The Simpsons.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. Yeah. BYOB. Boy, Homer's cheap. Bring your own beer, huh, Homer?
Well, I mean, you've been to parties where you've had to bring your own alcohol.
No, I haven't.
Come on.
Every party I go to has alcohol. Whether it's for me or not, that's, I don't know. But I go to parties.
I've been to plenty of parties where I've had to bring. I don't bring my own beer, but they're like, oh, if you want a drink, you can bring your own.
Oh, no. If there's alcohol lying around, it's free for all. You don't. No, that's not how that works. Lisa asks Homer if he could throw a party where he doesn't serve meat, and Homer says all normal people love meat. And Homer says that if he went to a party that didn't have meat, he would go, "Hey, Goober, where's the meat?" And then they start singing, "You don't want friends with salad," and they kind of do a conga line, and Marge gets caught up in the rhythm. She's
Lisa's like, Marge, why are you taking sides? And Marge's like, I'm not taking sides. I just got caught up in the rhythm.
Yeah. I mean, it was catchy.
Yeah.
You want to know what's in
salad? You don't win friends with salad. I love
so
it.
A couple episodes I didn't do this, but I want to make sure that I get in some recipes.
Yes.
Because they're fun. I got the book, The Unofficial Cookbook, and this episode has quite a few recipes, so I'm not gonna sit here and explain too much because we got to get through the episode. But buy the book. It's on Amazon. It's at local stores. Definitely do it because it's awesome. But in this book we have a salad called "You Don't Make Friends with Salad," and you got beets, virgin olive oil, squeezed orange juice, which that sounds good. Apple cider vinegar, which I'm not a fan of vinegar-based dressings.
Yeah.
A teaspoon of honey, salt and pepper, arugula or baby spinach. God, I hate arugula. This is like the worst salad ever.
I don't mind
here,
arugula.
As I'm reading, this is the worst salad ever.
I don't mind arugula.
It tastes like dirt. 1 large avocado, peeled, pitted, and diced. Feta cheese, and shelled roasted pistachios.
That sounds decent.
Yep. So while others might mock you for with a conga line, you could actually make some friends with this flavorful salad, featuring one of Lisa's favorite vegetables, beets. It'll please carnivores and vegetarians alike. So
there's no meat in it, so I don't think carnivores will be pleased.
Yeah. And I like how some of the recipe variations are, you can swap the pistachios for toasted walnuts instead, and toss in the segmented oranges or 2 for a burst of citrus.
So then we come back to school, I'm assuming it's the next day.
Yep.
And Skinner, is like, okay, guys, I'm going to show a video to you guys, but I want to keep the agitator's name a secret. So let's call her Lisa S. No, that's too obvious. We'll go with L. Simpson.
Oh my God, what an asshole.
Or you could just not name the person like you said you weren't.
Yeah, come on, man. Throw Lisa under the bus like that.
So we get the Meat Council presents Meat and You, Partners in Freedom. Number 3F03 in the Resistance is Useless series. And 3F03 is also the production number of this episode.
So they must know. So they must know the production numbers before going into the episode, or before the episode gets animated.
Yes.
Okay.
So we get, hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such educational films as 2 minus 3 equals negative fun and Firecrackers, the Silent Killer.
Why is that? Okay, the first one I get can be educational. How is the second one educational?
Because people blow up their hands and faces all the time with fireworks.
Yeah, but that doesn't need to be shown in school. That should be shown in homes with responsible parents.
Yeah, but it could still be educational,
I guess.
And so we meet Jimmy, who wants to know how meat gets from the ranch to his stomach, and basically wants to see the sausage being made.
I don't want to see any of this.
No. And so we learn that cattle are put on a conveyor belt, and Troy suggests to Jimmy that they go see the killing floor. That isn't really a floor, more of a grate.
Yeah, that all the blood and guts and stuff runs through, yeah.
Yeah. And so, we see the cows go on the conveyor belt into the factory, and Jimmy and Troy walk in, and they walk out the other side, and Jimmy is like shivering, and he's got a white pale face, and he's clearly scarred, and Jimmy's like, well, I have a crazy friend who thinks it's wrong to eat meat. And Troy tells him that his crazy friend, oh yeah. And Troy says, Jimmy's friend is wrong and has clearly never heard of the food chain. And we basically see a picture of a human with all the animals surrounding it and arrows pointing to the human, which would lead to me that the suggestion is everything eats the human, not the other way around.
Oh, I took it as all the food goes in here.
I mean, that works too. It just seems weird because normally, if you've ever seen a picture of like the food chain, it's like, well, this animal eats this animal. Like it goes like in a line, not here's the human and then everything goes into human.
Yeah. But the only thing, I like how some of the pictures on there, I mean, I guess depending on when you lived, you might eat a lot of this stuff.
Monkey, bat, poodle, chicken, a camel, a little bird, a snake, an alligator, a squirrel, a slug. I think I said monkey. I don't know what that green one is between the chicken and a camel. Is that a platypus?
Platypus? Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think I had never eaten a bat or a monkey, but I'm sure people have.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
people eat alligator in the South all the time.
I've eaten alligator. I've tried alligator. I've tried snake. I've never had snail. I've never had a poodle.
You've never eaten a poodle? I don't think anyone's eaten. Well, maybe in
China.
China, yeah.
China. And so they show clips of. I love they show clips of animals eating other animals where like. A lion races down a gazelle, but then you have like a shark eating a gorilla.
That was great. I feel like, wasn't that from like some sort of random cartoon in like the 60s or something?
I don't know.
Is that's not a random like NFT thing, is it?
No.
Or maybe, okay.
I don't know. So, and Troy tells Jimmy, don't kid yourself, Jimmy. If a cow ever got the chance, he'd eat you and everyone you care about. And they take a shot of a cow who's like staring at the camera, like they zoom in with like some ominous music.
Yeah.
No, cows would not eat you because they are herbivores. They only eat like grass.
Yep.
And so Jimmy's like, I was a grade A moron for questioning about eating meat. And so the movie ends and Lisa's like, you're not gonna sit here and think we're seriously gonna believe this tripe. Skinner's like, enjoy this tripe, courtesy of the Meat Council.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know what tripe. I think isn't tripe like just like entrails?
Yeah. Now is it okay? So we've heard of the Egg Council, the Meat Council. Was there a third council we had a few episodes ago?
No.
Okay. So there's a lot of councils across the America, I guess that.
Oh yeah, no, there's like in real life, there's like a dairy council, a meat council, like there's like there's just a ton of shit that we don't probably need.
Yep.
And so Lisa tells the kids to stop, and she's like, "You guys have been brainwashed by corporate propaganda," which to be fair, they have. And the kids mock Lisa, and Ralph's like, "When I grow up, I'm going to Bovine University." Because part of the video they call Bovine University.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Because so when I worked in Madison, we actually had like, I think it was a dairy and meat council. Like it was a combined thing that actually would come to the studio every once in a while to do an interview, and they would bring like meat.
Yeah.
So it exists. So now we cut to Homer's barbecue where people are starting to show up, and Barney wheels in a keg into Homer's house. Barney's like, "Hey Homer, thanks for inviting me to your barbecue." But Homer's like, "Wow, Barney, you brought a whole beer keg."
No, whole beer keg.
Where can I get what?
A whole beer keg.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a whole beer keg. Yeah. Where can I fill it up?
Well, come on. Homer's invitation said, "Bring your own beer." Not a beer keg. You have to bring the beer too, Barney. Come on.
Yes. Well, Barney's kind of an idiot.
Yeah. So Homer brings out a bunch of meat and starts spraying his grill with lighter fluid. And
I'd like to point out I'd like to point out that his grill has knobs on it, which would indicate that it is a gas grill, so he has no need for a lighter fluid.
Well, maybe I don't know how charcoal would destroy a gas grill. I'm guessing it would, but maybe, just maybe, Homer was like, oh, I found this on a curb or really cheap or something, but I hate gas. I don't want to buy the gas, so I'm going to fill this thing with charcoal and use it as a charcoal grill.
Or the animators don't know how to grill properly.
Or that. I mean, they are from Korea, so maybe. Yeah. But I like how he uses 2 cans of lighter fluid. But, okay, so in a Treehouse of Horror episode, we saw Homer do this.
Yep.
And we see the flame, like, rush straight up to the sky. Here he lights the lighter fluid and lights normally. Which I think that's actually normal. Like, I don't think just because you throw a ton of lighter fluid on some charcoal, it makes a big poof. Maybe it does.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how that works.
Yeah.
And Homer gets the grill going,
Yeah.
and Lisa stops him before he can put the first steak on. She's like, wait, Dad, good news, everyone. You don't have to eat meat. I made enough gazpacho for all. It's tomato soup served ice cold. And
it's weird because the book really doesn't do the quote any favors, because she announces that she has gazpacho, and like
everyone
the neighbors are like, gazpacho? What the fuck is gazpacho?
Yeah, and Bart's like, go back to Russia, which I think that's where it's from. And
yes,
second recipe we got in the book here for Lisa's gazpacho, which is served ice cold. And while it might make some barbecue attendees groan, it's refreshing and satisfying on a hot day. The smooth texture and balanced flavor might even win over some meat lovers. And so we got heirloom tomatoes cored and chopped, 1 large red bell pepper seeded and chopped, 1 large cucumber peeled, seeded and chopped, small green onions, medium garlic clove, red wine vinegar, salt and pepper, extra virgin olive oil, and a cup of basil, 1 small jalapeno, and a zest of lemon. So basically you throw all these ingredients in a blender, and that's it. That's about it. You just chuck all this stuff in a blender and go for it.
Sounds more like a salsa than a gazpacho.
Maybe you could put some chips in it. Or maybe you know what would be good? Putting this on meat.
Yes.
It's kind of like, not ketchup, well, like spicy ketchup.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Let's make some of this. Throw it on like a hamburger or something. I think Lisa might get pissed at me though.
Yeah.
So Barney yells at Lisa once again to go back to Russia as she walks off and goes to her room. And we see Santa's little helper seems to be enjoying the gazpacho, but dogs will eat anything.
Yeah.
And Hibbert finishes his hot dog and says, diagnosis, delicious. And Homer comes by and says, yeah, I got a prescription for you. Another hot beef injection.
Are we not doing phrasing? A hot beef injection? Sorry, I have a really dirty mind.
Yeah, I feel like we've gotten really dirty with this episode in the last few minutes.
Yeah.
So Wiggum, we see him out of breath from eating.
Yeah.
Obviously, big, large guy, can't hold his meat. And asks Homer for another burger because he doesn't have the will to stand up anymore.
No, he can't stand up anymore.
That's what I said. He doesn't have the will to stand up anymore.
I don't know if it's not the will. No, I'm pretty sure he's literally can't stand up.
And Homer's like, 1 Whopper for the copper, and flings a burger over him. And I want to know, where the hell did he get a bun?
Well, maybe Bart brought it over to him, or one of the cops got it for him.
Why wouldn't he just get a burger?
Or maybe he had an extra bun.
Why would he have an extra bun?
Maybe he just wanted a bun.
I guess. And so Bart comes by and asks for another burger, and Homer flips it in the air, and we cut to Lisa in her room saying that she's upset. It's bad enough that they're eating meat, but they don't have to rub it in her face. And the burger Homer flip flies into the air and hits Lisa directly in the face.
There is no reason for Homer to flip that burger. Bart was standing right there.
Yeah. And I like to point out that windows have screens on them, folks.
Well, maybe not the Simpsons windows.
No, obviously this has nothing to do with the Simpsons in general, but all TV shows, you watch any TV show with a window, it doesn't have a screen on it. Go back and watch them. No screens on windows. I think it must be a Hollywood thing or a safety thing or something, or camera. I don't know. Shooting a camera through a screen probably doesn't look good.
No.
But
no, because I've seen TV shows with like screen doors.
Yeah, I'm talking window screens.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at a window. Not in there. So Homer pulls out another grill. Apparently they have two. Maybe that's Flanders' grill. He stole Flanders' grill. With Pig de la Resistance. And everyone oohs and ahs. And Wiggum laughs and points at the pig's nose. So he got up?
Yeah.
He couldn't get up to get a damn burger, but he got up to go look at the pig?
Well, I mean, the pig has magical powers. It's a magical, wonderful animal, Steve.
Apparently. It's like the whole Krusty the Clown thing where he's in the wheelchair and he couldn't get up. Yeah. And then he gets up. It's like, oh, wait. I can't walk. Yeah. It's like that. Yeah. The writers completely forgot that Wiggum could get out of his chair.
Well, they also wanted to make a cops are pigs joke.
Yeah. And, yep. And Ned congratulates Homer on his barbecue and says, a toast to the host who could boast the most roast. Oh, Flanders, you and your sayings.
Yeah.
And then as Homer is about to say the barbecue went off great, Lisa comes by in a riding lawnmower. Like, once again, Flanders, because I don't think the Simpsons have a riding lawnmower.
No.
And pushes the pig, and Marge yells, Bart, no! And Bart is standing right next to Marge, and she's like, oh, sorry, force of habit. Lisa, no! And Lisa pushes the grill. Homer is barbecuing the pig on, and she pushes it down a steep hill. So she pushed it up the steepest hill in Springfield. Probably the same one that Bart and Lovejoy's daughter, went skateboarding down.
Sure. And
Homer and Bart run after it as it rolls into some shrubs. And Homer's like, it's a little dirty. It's still good. It's still good. Then the pig flies off the spit into a river.
After crossing the road. A highway.
Yes, after crossing a highway like Frogger.
Yeah.
And Homer's like, it's a little shiny or slimy. It's still good. It's still good. And the pig blocks off the intake of a dam that sends that water builds up behind it until the pressure sends the pig rocketing off into the horizon. And Homer's like, it's a little airborne. It's still good. It's still good. Bart's like, it's gone. I know.
God, I use this like all the time.
Yeah, so great. One of the best scenes in the episode.
Yeah.
And Burns and Smithers are in his office thinking that he might donate $1 million to the local orphanage. He pauses. When pigs fly. And Smithers and Burns laugh hysterically as Homer's pig flies through the air. And Smithers turns to Burns and asks him, you guys still donate the money? I would prefer not. What an asshole.
Yeah. Well, technically, pigs aren't flying. They're just airborne through a dam.
Yeah.
So
but they didn't know that.
That's fair. So now we cut back to Homer looking through binoculars, looking for his flying pig. And Bart's like, yeah, Homer, Piggy ain't coming back.
Yeah.
So Homer throws the binoculars in the garbage.
Like, these are useless.
Yeah, and he goes to Lisa and he's like, you ruined my barbecue. You need to apologize. And Lisa's like, I'm not apologizing because according to her, she feels she stood up for a just cause. And she tells Homer he was wrong. And then she storms off and she's like, I'm going to my room. And Homer's like, go to your room.
I don't know if we've ever done that to our parents where we anger them enough. Because our parents told us to go to our room from time to time.
Yeah.
But I wonder if we've ever made them angry enough where we've literally walked off we were just going to go to our room and they shouted, go to your room.
It's possible that happened. Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But no, Lisa was wrong.
Yes.
It's not good to push your views onto other people who don't agree with you.
Yep.
And so now we see the Simpsons are sitting down to, I believe it's breakfast.
Yeah, I think, yep, yeah, probably breakfast, because it's based on what
Yeah.
they're eating.
Yeah, and Homer's like, Marge, since I'm not talking to Lisa, would you please ask her to pass the syrup? Marge's like, oh, God. Please pass your father the syrup, Lisa. Lisa's like, Bart, tell Dad I'll only pass the syrup if it won't be used on any meat product. Bart's like, you dunking your sausage in that syrup, homeboy? And Homer to Marge, Marge, tell Bart I just want to drink a nice glass of syrup like I do every morning. So here's my problem. So like this kind of starts with Marge, because Homer asked Marge to ask Lisa, and instead of Lisa talking, or actually I'm sorry, Lisa kind of caused it again. Instead of Lisa going back to Marge, she goes to Bart.
Yep.
And so Marge is like, or Homer's like, oh yeah. And Marge's like, tell him yourself. You're ignoring Lisa, not Bart. Bart, thank your mother for pointing that out. Marge's like, Homer, you're not talking to me. And secondly, I heard what you said.
Yeah.
And Homer's like, Lisa, tell your mother to get off my case. Bart's like, Dad, Lisa's the one you're not talking to. Bart, go to your room. Lisa's like, why don't you just eat him, Dad? Homer's like, I don't need any serving suggestions from you. You barbecue wrecking, know-it-all.
Oh. Brutal.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, boy. And so Lisa is like, I can't live with this prehistoric carnivore. And she runs away. So, there's a fight. But again, it's all Lisa's fault.
Yep. She's a frustrated 8-year-old. Let her have it.
And so after Lisa leaves the house, Homer's like, go to your room. To Lisa after she's gone.
Yep.
Oh, God. So then, Lisa's wandering outside and she sees Sherry, Terry, Janie, and Ralph hanging out. And for some reason, Ralph climbed a tree. I guess that's what kids do.
Yep.
And Sherry calls Lisa Mrs. Potato Head. And Terry tells Lisa her head is made out of lettuce, which it kind of does look like a ball of lettuce, sort of.
Maybe.
With the spikes.
Yep.
And I love this. Ralph is like, I can't believe I went out with you.
Jeez, brutal, man.
And this is a callback to season 4, I Love Lisa, where like he tries to date her.
Yep.
So it kind of works. And Janie asks Lisa if she's going to marry a carrot. And Lisa sarcastically replies, Yes, Janie, I'm gonna marry a carrot. And all the kids are like, oh my God, I can't believe it. She's going to marry a carrot. So clearly these kids don't know what sarcasm is.
They're 8 years old, 8, 9-year-old kids.
But aren't Sherry and Terry in Bart's grade?
Oh, you're right. They are. Okay, so 10, 11 maybe.
Yeah.
10 because they just had their big 10-0.
Yeah. Sherry and Terry are in Bart's class. Janie and Ralph are in Lisa's class.
Yep.
And so Lisa, is like, oh my God. She walks away. And she ends up at a Krusty Burger where there's a sign in the window that says, try our new beef-flavored chicken.
You know what that kind of reminded me of? The Chick-fil-A signs where the cows are
eat
cows
more
are
chicken.
like, eat more chicken.
Yeah.
So beef-flavored chicken.
Would that be like if you buy you buy beef, but then you buy the ramen chicken flavor packets?
Yeah.
You pour it on the beef.
No, it's the other way around. You buy the chicken and put the beef flavor in.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And so Lisa walks away, and then she sees a billboard that says, don't eat beef, with a doctor on it. And Lisa's like, oh, cool. And then the sign changes, eat deer.
Clearly, people have something against cows right now. Because both these billboards are like, don't eat cows. Eat other animals.
Maybe they're sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
Yes. I like it.
So then Lisa thinks about Wiggum eating the burger, Homer and Bart fighting over the lamb chop, Marge cutting up meat, and then apparently Kent Brockman eating chicken/turkey leg. I don't know what it was.
Maybe it was just like a news. Maybe it was like a news program she was watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Lisa runs to the Quickie Mart that has a sign on the front that says Premier Gourmet Hot Dogs, 8 for 99 cents.
That's a pretty good deal.
That's a good deal for hot dogs. Now we're going to learn what these hot dogs are, which leads me to believe that that's a bad deal for Apu, because
Yeah.
so Lisa sees the hot dogs and believes the world wants her to eat meat, and she can't fight it anymore. So Lisa goes into the Quickie Mart, grabs a hot dog, and she eats it. She asks if everybody is happy that she ate meat. Clearly, no one else is in the Quickie Mart.
No.
But Apu is, obviously. Yeah. And Apu hears Lisa yelling about her hot dog and informs her that it's made out of tofu. It's a tofu dog. It's like, I made the switch and no one noticed. but tofu dogs, they're actually like $4.99 for a 8-pack of dogs. So maybe in 95 things were a little bit different when it came to tofu dogs. But
they also only have thrice the fat of a normal hot dog.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I don't think tofu has any fat in it, does it?
No, the tofu's made of soy.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of protein.
Okay.
And Apu says that he made the switch and no one noticed, and Lisa asks why. And Apu tells Lisa he is a vegetarian as well. Yeah, which Hindus don't eat meat anyway, or cow.
They don't eat cow.
They don't eat cows, so, but, I mean, you might as well go a step further.
Yeah.
And a lot of Hindu food is vegetarian. Like, a lot of it is. And he asks Lisa if he's seen his shirt, which reads, "Don't have a cow, man." And it's a cow and a X, like a no smoking sign.
Yeah.
But it's a cow in the middle. So that's good. I think Bart needs that shirt, but.
Yeah. Well, no, because it's "don't have a cow, man," where he says "don't have a cow, man."
Yeah.
Commas make,
like the Lionel Hutz business card. And Apu wants to show Lisa something and opens up a secret door that's labeled non-alcoholic beer. And Lisa's surprised to see the secret staircase, and she asks Apu, "What if someone wants a non-alcoholic beer?" And Apu's like, "You know what? It's never come up." Great. But I'd like to point out that the staircase is made of ice.
Yeah.
Like, it's an icy, and I get it's in a freezer, but if you're going to have a secret entrance, it could be a secret entrance. It could be like a normal staircase, not an icicle staircase.
Yeah.
But hey. But they thought it'd be funny. It'd be a funny touch. So Apu takes Lisa to the rooftop garden where Apu gets away from the modern world, or if he wants to watch a drive-in movie, which, hey, if my business backed up to a drive-in movie and I could sit on my roof and watch it for free, hell yeah, I'm doing it. Because here would be your trick. So most audio for a drive-in movie theater comes from your car audio or a post next to your vehicle.
Yeah.
So Apu would have to have pretty good range on a FM radio to pick up that signal.
Yeah.
And so we see at the Springfield Drive-In currently is playing "I Spit on Your Grave" and "I Thumb Through Your Magazines." So at least one of those movies might speak to Apu because,
Yeah. I thumb through your magazines, probably.
Yeah. And so Apu tells Lisa he knows how hard it is to be a vegetarian. And Lisa says, "That's why I left home."
Yeah. And so Paul McCartney comes out of nowhere and says, "Wait, she's leaving home?" Which apparently is part of a lyric to one of his songs.
Oh, okay.
And Paul McCartney, voiced by Paul McCartney. And the only reason he agreed to do it is if they left Lisa a vegetarian for the rest of the series. And for the most part, they have. I've heard that like in later seasons, she does eat meat here and there.
She eats bugs. She eats like a grasshopper or something.
But I don't. Okay, that's it. That's not really meat.
It's a meat. It's an animal.
It's an insect.
Insects are animals.
They're invertebrates.
They're still animals. They're a living, breathing creature.
Yeah, sure. And so I love the fact that Lisa tells Paul McCartney that she read about him in their history class, which is hilarious because, this is 95. The Beatles were, 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And they're already in history books.
Well, history class. Yeah, okay. Yeah. For a second I thought music class, but yeah.
I mean, you'd learn about him in music class too.
Yeah.
So Lisa asks, where his wife Linda is, and she pops up from behind a bush to tell Lisa that when they were in Springfield, When they are in Springfield, they like to hang out in Apu's garden, and Linda is voiced by Linda McCartney. And so Paul explains to Lisa that they met Apu in India, and, for some reason or another, and Apu, butts in. He's like, I was known as the fifth Beatle. And Paul
Beatle.
rolls his...
Beatle.
What?
He says Beatle.
Oh, yeah. And Paul rolls his eyes, and he's like, sure you were. Apu tells Lisa that Paul and Linda are both vegetarians, and Linda has her own line of vegetarian foods. Which, nowadays, who doesn't have their own line of vegetarian foods?
I don't think any celebrities have their own line of vegetarian foods.
Yeah, but there's plenty of lines of vegetarian foods.
Yes, there are.
And so Lisa thinks the McCartneys wouldn't like to talk about being vegetarians, but Linda interrupts and she tells Lisa they weren't happy with the vegetarian selections they were offered, which I believe was a problem. I don't think it really is a problem anymore, but
dude, nowadays, no, I mean, my wife's a vegetarian. She finds they have vegetarian chicken nuggets. Dude, we went to Panda Express recently. Now they have a vegetarian, I don't know if you've been to Panda Express.
Not lately.
No. Okay. So they have their staple is their orange chicken. That's the Panda Express staple. They actually have their orange chicken recipe as Beyond Chicken.
Oh. I mean, I tried the Impossible Whopper. It tastes pretty much like a regular Whopper. I think it's a little drier though.
It tastes like meat. It tastes like someone wanted to make something. It doesn't taste like meat, like eating a hamburger. It tastes like someone wanted to make it taste like meat.
I mean, it was fine. If somebody handed me a Whopper and an Impossible Whopper and told me to tell the difference, I probably could, but only because of the dryness of the patty.
Maybe.
I could tell because
I could tell because it tastes like someone tried to make it taste like meat.
So Paul tells Lisa that him and Linda are big on animal rights and says if you play Maybe I'm Amazed backwards, you get a really ripping recipe for lentil soup.
And I have this really ripping recipe for their lentil soup. It's made with vegetable oil, yellow onion, peeled and chopped, carrots, 2 medium ribs of celery chopped, a garlic clove, fresh parsley, sage and thyme. No, I'm just joking. That's those other guys. And salt and pepper, brown lentils, picked and rinsed and drained, vegetable broth, and a bay leaf.
Okay. I would never eat it, but okay. Lisa asks, when will people learn that you can be healthy eating fruits, grains, vegetables, and cheese? And Apu's like, oh, cheese. And Lisa asks if Apu eats cheese, and he's like, he doesn't eat anything that comes from an animal. So Apu's not vegetarian. He's vegan.
That's correct. Yes.
And Lisa says Apu must think she is a monster. And Apu is like, I do. And he's like, he tells Lisa, but I learned long ago, Lisa, to tolerate others rather than forcing my beliefs on them. You can influence people without badgering them always. It's like Paul's song, Live and Let Live. But the song is Live and Let Die.
Yep.
Which I believe, wasn't that a James Bond song?
Well, it was at least a James Bond movie. I don't know if they ever played the song in the movie.
I think they did. Because it would make too much sense.
Yeah.
So Lisa says she's been hard on a lot of people, especially Homer. And Paul's like, well, and so Lisa's like, well, it's time for me to leave. And Paul's like, well, before you go, would you like to listen to a song? And she's like, oh, yeah. I mean, Paul McCartney asked me if I wanted to listen to a song. I'm like, fuck yeah, you're Paul McCartney.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
And so she says yes, only for Apu to start singing Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band off key on the tabla.
Yeah, that did not sound very great. But I love Paul and Linda McCartney are sitting there dancing to it.
They like it.
They like it. He's the fifth Beatle.
Yeah.
So Lisa backs away slowly and leaves the Quickie Mart to see Homer looking for her. And he sticks his head down a manhole cover and yells at a baby stroller looking for Lisa. And the lady pulls her baby stroller away pretty damn quick.
Well, yeah. Homer's a crazy person.
and he yells for Lisa to come back before everyone finds out what a horrible father he is.
I think people already know Homer.
Yep. Okay, so Lisa's standing right next to Homer, and she asks him if she was looking for her, and Homer asks Lisa if she was looking for him. Yeah. And Homer gives in and says, I was looking for you. I just want to apologize because something went wrong, and it's usually my fault. And Lisa says she was wrong, to which he perks up, and she finishes by saying, to which makes Homer sad again.
Two. Lisa says she was wrong. She pauses, and Homer's like, oh? And she's like, two. He's like, oh.
And he's like, while I was gone, I got some really good advice from Paul and Linda McCarthy. And Homer's like, rock stars. Is there anything they don't know? And he's like, I still stand by my beliefs, but I can't defend what I did. I'm sorry I messed up your barbecue. Homer's like, I understand, honey. I used to believe in things when I was a kid. Oh my God. That's great.
I don't think really Homer was in the wrong, though.
No, this entire episode, Homer was definitely not in the wrong for anything.
So Lisa, like obviously, I guess Homer is like just gonna relent, but like Lisa was kind of manipulative.
Yep, absolutely.
By saying, "Oh, I was wrong too." No, you were just wrong. You're a kid and you're wrong.
Yep. And Homer and Lisa make up, and Homer says, "I'll give you a piggyback ride." Oh wait, a veggie back ride. And Lisa agrees, and they hop up on the shoulders, and they go. I like it. This is the second time this has actually happened. First time was outside the Quickie Mart during the Lisa Gets a Pony episode.
Okay.
And I don't know if he said piggyback ride in that episode or not.
I don't remember.
So, and then we get Maybe I'm Amazed playing as Homer walks off with Lisa and his on his back, and over the credits, which the background is kind of the pig flying for a few seconds before the black background kicks in. And then if you listen really, really closely, the Simpsons staff made an original mix of the song, and when played backwards, contains snippets of Paul McCartney's reciting a recipe for lentil soup, which is a throwback to the earlier gag. And the recipe, which I wonder how close it is to the recipe I actually read in the book.
I don't know.
And the recipe, recited recipe in forward speed can be found on the extra section of disc 1 of the 7th season. So I need that disc. I need to compare it. I need to compare it. And once again, if you guys didn't catch it earlier on, the recipes I did give you in this book are from the unofficial Simpsons cookbook from Laurel Randolph, which you can find at Barnes & Noble, on Amazon, pretty much anywhere books are sold. So go check it out. It's absolutely fantastic. My brother was just here, and we had Homer's Out of This World Moon Waffles, and I'm sure he could concur that the book made a fantastic waffle recipe.
It would have made for a fantastic waffle recipe if somebody hadn't forgotten something.
Yeah, maybe, but the waffles are still damn good.
Yeah, the waffles were pretty good. I love this episode. It's a 5. Everything's coming up Millhouse. You have the flying pig scene. You got the throwback with Ralph, saying he dated Lisa. I mean, dated is
the continuity sometimes just rears its head and shows up.
Yeah, I mean the beginning of the episode is pretty good, and like honestly, how they got to Lisa being a vegetarian makes sense, because I feel like a lot of people out there like probably see cute animals that they normally eat, and they're like, oh shit, I've been eating that? Why am I eating that? And so it's just, I mean, the only nitpick I have is the fact that Lisa was in the wrong. Like, I get she has beliefs and she stood up for those beliefs. And it's not like, yeah, Homer and Bart and kind of Marge, people mocked her for being a vegetarian.
That just pushed her over the edge.
But here's the thing. It's not like they were forcing her to eat meat. Like, yes, we had the gag where Homer flipped the burger into her face, but he didn't do it on purpose. It's Homer. He's a moron.
Yeah.
And honestly, it does kind of speak to volumes to how society is. You have this belief in something, and you're like, no, you have to believe what I believe, which obviously isn't going to get us anywhere. If you believe dinosaurs are real, and I'm like, no, dinosaurs are fake. You can't believe dinosaurs are real. Like, obviously you're going to butt heads, and that just makes for bad tension and just stupidity all around. So I don't like the fact that Homer just kind of, I mean, it's cartoon, but like Lisa was wrong, but still really good. Yep. 5, everything's coming up Milhouse.
Yep, I'm definitely with you. 5, everything's coming up Milhouse. I love this episode. I mean, maybe because my wife's a vegetarian, I like mocking her because of this episode. It's kind of, like I said, trying to egg her on to be on this episode with us, but she did not want to do it. But I mean, the pig flying scene is obviously like the classic part of this whole thing. I'm glad they brought Troy McClure back. That was really funny with Jimmy.
Yeah.
The introduction, how we got there, I mean, it was random, but I mean, it followed a really good progression where we go from that to the Flanders barbecue to Homer having a barbecue, kind of keeping that meat thing kind of intertwined in there. And yeah, it was done very, very well.
Yeah.
5, everything's coming up Milhouse. So let's close it off with our character profile. And this week we do have the tiny, wonderful friend of Troy McClure, Jimmy. And his identity, child co-star of the carnivore-friendly educational film The Meat Council presents Meat and You, Partners in Freedom, with Troy McClure. His persona, alternately curious and naive.
I think he's a kid.
Yep. Reaction to visiting meatpacking plant, nauseous, and ability to reason independently, minimal. Yeah, Noah can reason with this kid. But yeah, gotta love little Jimmy. He's good. So you guys can find us on Instagram, The Simpsons Did It Pod. Head over to Facebook, The Simpsons Did It Podcast. You can find us on YouTube at The Simpsons Did It Podcast. Very simple. Makes it really easy. Just head over there and search it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I know we record way into the future, but today I got notification that we got some more subscribers. So thank you guys for subscribing and liking our videos, and comment if you want. I will definitely comment back to you. If you'd like to give us some feedback, give us a phone call, 612-584-0986, and check out Jaden Lurban's voicemail of his Krusty the Clown. It sounds absolutely fantastic, and I almost want him to do another one so we can maybe change through the voicemails. I have a really good idea for a Mr. Burns one, so I think I might reach out to him and see if he'll do that for us. Lastly, if you'd like to donate to our podcast, head over to buymeacoffee.com/The Simpsons Did It. Donate us a duff or two to help keep the podcast going, like the giveaway we did at the beginning of season 7. So until next time, I'm Steven Skolansky.
And I'm a co-host, Robert Skolansky.
And this has been The Simpsons Did It.
Shh.